What's up, YouTubers? So before we get started with this video, on ESPN SportsCenter, they're going to be talking about how Klay Thompson just suffered a season-ending Achilles tear. So let's see what they have to say about that.
All right, breaking news into SportsCenter. We have been waiting for the results of the MRI for Klay Thompson. Adrian Wojnarowski with us. What can you tell us, Woj?
Matt, worst possible news for the Warriors. Klay Thompson has suffered a full tear of his right Achilles. He will miss the entire season. He missed last season with an ACL tear in his left knee. This is his right Achilles, but he had the imaging today in Southern California. And Klay Thompson, now you're looking at a 8 to 10 month rehab. He will miss the entire season.
And again,
So this is absolutely terrible. Like you said, Klay Thompson missed last year because of injury, and now he tore his Achilles in his right leg. I think he was playing a pickup game or something like that with other players. This is absolutely terrible. I mean, he's like the second half, or he is the second half of the Splash Brothers. So this is just going to ruin everything. And this happens just before they drafted Wiseman, when they maybe might have looked at trying to draft LaMelo Ball if they would have known that Klay Thompson would have been injured. So this is absolutely huge. Just ruins everything. And I don't know. Let's continue.
when he was playing a pickup game in Southern California. When you look, because we were just talking about it during the commercial break, this franchise was as high as you could get for 4 or 5 years when they were winning titles. Now what for the Warriors and Klay?
Yeah, this was a team that thought they were going to go right back into contention in the Western Conference. Picked up Andrew Wiggins at the trade deadline last year, drafted James Wiseman last night. They have some remedies financially that they can go out and do some things in the next week, but you're not replacing Klay Thompson. They have a $17 million trade exception that would cost them 3 times that to use any part of it. So they can do some things here to go out. It is a very weak market for shooting guards, but I think anything they do this year, you're looking at a stopgap move. This is a team greatly diminished without the loss of, obviously one of the 2 Splash Brothers.
For NBA fans.
So again, this is absolutely terrible. We never want to hear about anybody getting hurt, especially a guy that's a good guy like Klay Thompson. So I was so hyped up and ready to see him play again this year. Because what was it last year? Obviously he didn't play, but the year before that, he kind of got screwed over for the all NBA team or something like that. He didn't make it. So he's mad about that and just not being able to play last year. So I thought he was going to be able to come back this year and prove everybody wrong, all the guys, all the the people that hated on him, and he's just going to come back in spectacular form and just tear it up again. But to hear this, have him have that type of injury, that's got to be devastating for him. Absolutely devastating. And I'm wondering what's going on with the pickup game that he was playing. Was it like a YMCA type pickup game or a backyard pickup game? What type of pickup game was this? Was it something where he probably shouldn't have been playing, but he was doing it anyways? Or how did this happen? I mean, was this at like a team practice, an unorganized team practice, or what? Because man, this is an absolute killer right here. This ruins injuries, can ruin dynasties.
Out there, maybe Warriors fans watching us, maybe a comparable. Everyone knows his former teammate in Golden State, Kevin Durant, had the same injury. What do we know about Durant's rehab? Maybe to give people in Golden State a little bit of hope.
Well, anybody who's watched Kevin Durant since he's recovered with the Nets, he has looked great by all accounts coming off of his Achilles injury. I'm sure Klay will lean on Kevin Durant, but Klay Thompson has an Achilles injury on top of an ACL tear. So he's going to miss 2 full seasons of NBA competition. And this is one of the most popular players in the league, really one of the preeminent athletes in Bay Area history. Yeah. This is a huge blow.
Well,
it is a huge blow. So I wonder what type of pickup game he was playing. Was it like the same type of situation of Boogie, where he was playing a pickup game and he got injured during that game, or like what was it? Because man, this is an absolutely heartbreaker right here to have that type to come back from everything he did and then to be injured again before his next season starts. He can't even play. Man, that's the type of stuff that'll break your spirit, make you maybe want to retire or quit, because you're going to have to go through another year of rehabbing and everything that goes, being strong and seeing your team playing without you and everything that goes along with that. That's very heartbreaking. And I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this. I was so set on seeing the Splash Brothers come back on Ball Out again. This is really bad, and I wonder how this can take a huge mental effect on Klay Thompson. But I do think he can come back. He can come back because his game's not necessarily uh, centered around being, a super athlete. His set is a skill set to where he can shoot the rock from anywhere. So if anything, it's not like his whole skill sets are about dunking and getting everything in the paint. He's a long range sniper. So I think he'll be able to come back. He should be okay. So I don't know. Let's continue.
You've been waiting for that in addition to everything else going on. But again, the breaking news, Klay Thompson has ruptured his Achilles tendon. He will miss the season. Woj, thank you so much. This is such a bummer for Klay and everyone involved because the Splash Brothers are so great to watch. But Curry and Klay, they made nearly 4,000 threes as teammates. That is by far the most by a teammate duo in NBA history. That, according to Elias, more than 1,000 ahead of Steph and Draymond. We missed them a lot last season, and again this season. We will be without the Splash Brothers because of Klay Thompson rupturing his Achilles.